Hey guys, welcome back to another session here at DGC Live KSA edition. I'm Ahmed Nasheet. I'm really honored here to be with you talking about video games, esports, and everything between. I'm here today to talk about something amazing, a success story. It's about Stevenage Football Club. They did something special that I never have seen in the whole history of esports, video games, and what they did something that I think a lot of football clubs will try to mimic, will try to do again and again in the future, because what they did is really special. I'm here with Alex, the CEO of the club. Hi, Alex.
How are you doing?
How are you doing, man?
Yeah, good, thank you.
One of the things that I really want to start the conversation with you about is the video that we have seen. Like when I heard about the club, I've seen the jersey in FIFA. I play FIFA a lot. I've been playing FIFA since forever, since I remember. And when I saw the whole jersey with the Burger King, I called it the Burger King jersey. I was like, oh, everyone's wearing this jersey, like in Ultimate Team, in Career Mode. So let's jump first to the video, and then we're gonna talk about the whole story about how this jersey come to happen.
Confused? Let me take you back a few steps. You haven't heard of Stevenage Football Club, right? Well, neither had we. But we realized that even though they're at the bottom of England's 4th division, they were going to appear in the same video game that all the expensive players were going to be in. And that's when, almost 2 years ago, we decided to sponsor Stevenage. Because if we put our logo on their real shirt, we would definitely have our logo in the game. Introducing the Stevenage Challenge. Gamers across the world immediately started choosing Stevenage, signing the best players to our team and playing with them. For every goal they shared on Twitter, we gave them rewards. The news took the gaming community by storm.
Two of the best kits in the game, the Stevenage, they had Burger King as their sponsor.
Oh, Lawrence! Oh my God!
Football food, what could possibly be better?
Il est trop beau, les gars, vite!
Just like that, our small team in real life turned into the biggest team online. So, gamers chose the best players in the world to play for Stevenage.
It's not every night this comes along.
EA Sports, it's in the flame.
We just saw the video, and that video looks amazing. The whole story, seeing all the live streamers rocking the jersey in real life, talking about the jersey, wearing their jersey, representing the club. So how did this whole thing happen?
It probably came about 18 months ago. We were approached by a guy called Pancho from the David agency. So they're based in America and Spain, over in Madrid. And they were looking for a football club to work with on quite a big activation, but they wanted a club that was going to be slightly different, quite innovative, and wanted to allow them to really use the club on a global scale. They spoke to quite a few clubs, and we just clicked with them. They'd seen what we've been doing. We've been doing lots of innovative stuff over the last couple of years. First club to put a digital matchday program in. We just rebranded. And they felt that we were probably the right fit for those guys as well.
When you guys started the whole partnership, did you have in your mind any expectation? Did you think that this whole thing will be a big success story?
So to begin with, we were probably a little bit cautious. We weren't sure what was going to happen. I mean, when we first announced the partnership with Burger King, we got some negative PR. We then launched our kits, which are fairly crazy if you've seen the kits from last season. One of those looks like it's got ketchup and mustard splashed all over the away shirt, which ironically we designed before we signed the deal with Burger King. We were actually voted the worst kits in 442 magazine in England in the whole country. So we took a bit of backlash, but then once we realised the scale of what was going to be the Stevenage Challenge on FIFA, we thought, wow, this could be really, really big. Let's just wait and see. But this could be massive for us. And here we are, 18 months on, and we're the most played team on FIFA on the career mode, and everyone's talking about us.
Did that affect you in real life? Like in FIFA, I know how, like in career mode, as we said, like a lot of players are selecting your team, and a lot of people are wearing the jersey in Ultimate Team. Like this jersey, the team itself, like it's something that for me, like that represents the past 18 months, I will say, of FIFA. But did that affect you in real life? Like did that affect the team in real life?
Yeah, so from a shirt perspective, so we sold out shirts for the first time in our history. So our sales of shirts went up 300%. And once the Stevenage Challenge went live, we had people all over the globe contacting us, tweeting us, sending us their goals, supporting us on a match day. So Mexico, Uruguay, Paraguay, Chile, Australia, India, China. It's just been incredible, and those people are still interacting with us on a daily basis.
And in social media, we saw the success with the whole challenge. It started with Twitter, but I've seen it also on Instagram. I've seen it on YouTube. I've seen it on Twitch. Did the actual players jump on that trend? Like, did your player participate in the challenge?
Yeah, so some of them did. Early on, they were participating in real life, trying to score goals, overhead kicks and volleys, and uploading them. And also on the game, I think we had something like 25,000 entries to receive the free food, which is just phenomenal, given that really it was just a very simple activation on a game that already exists in the marketplace. And all we asked people to do was to upload the goals on FIFA in real life, and they would be rewarded. So we were really surprised how quickly it spread.
Would you renew this partnership with Burger King, or you're going with another thing? What's the future like with the whole jersey?
So we're with Burger King for this season. So you'd have seen new jerseys that came out here in the summer. We're about to launch probably next week another really exciting activation with Burger King. It won't be in the gaming market, but it will certainly utilize social media, and it's probably a little bit more further connected into the real world and perhaps the things that lots of people have gone through this year, particularly around COVID. But equally, we've had lots of other brands starting to speak to us now, asking if they can work with us. Can they work on some other creative partnerships and activations? So we've got a few exciting things in the pipeline.
I'm really excited to see what the future holds. One of the things that really caught my mind, like the whole design, as you said, ketchup and mustard, and then having Burger King in the middle of it. Are you gonna try to? We've seen that with other football club, like they launch like extra kits. Are you gonna like create another kit, like for let's say mid of the season, or you're just gonna stick with the kits that you have?
So we've got the home and away. We are actually working on something for later in the season, which will come out. But for us, we recognise, because we're in League Two, because we're one of the smaller clubs, we're one of the first teams that people play with on FIFA, particularly in Ultimate Team mode. One of the first kits you see. And I think it was very clever of Burger King to realise the value of getting their brand onto one of those kits that would be seen really early in the game by all those millions of players, and then to sort of implement the activation that they've done is really clever, and we're really pleased that it's worked, not just for them but for the football club, and increased its profile.
Looking at everything that happened and seeing this partnership, how did EA Electronic Arts took that partnership? Did they talk with you guys? Did they say anything? Did they share any stats?
So EA, they just run the game on their side, and what Burger King have done is really just built the activation alongside it, almost in a different dimension. And the two things have just very organically interacted. The campaign wasn't solely focused on just uploading goals via playing on FIFA. You could do it in real life. We wanted to make sure that anybody could participate in this challenge. It didn't matter where you were in the world. If you owned an Xbox or if you owned a PlayStation, you could still participate in the challenge, which I think is a really nice aspect to it.
Seeing the success story, seeing that everyone talking about this cat, seeing it online and social media, now that things are getting back, hopefully normal after COVID, do you see like a lot of people in real life will rock this jersey? You said it's sold out. Do you think like going back to normal life, we're going to see a lot of people wearing the jersey in real life?
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully we'll see more and more people wearing it, but also we'll see more and more people engaging with the football club, be that coming through the turnstiles on a match day when we can get crowds back, or whether that's interacting with us on social media, playing with us on FIFA, or buying our jerseys. So I think it's great. It's difficult for us as a small club in England, and I think it's really good that working with Burger King, we've been able to identify the niche in the market and to understand that actually lower league clubs have got a much higher value for their shirt sponsorships than just having it in real life.
One of the things that I would love to talk with you about is that seeing this success, seeing the story that you got with Burger King, seeing all of that, do you think other football clubs are gonna take this case study, I will say, and try to make something like that in the future? Would we see another like small football clubs in England trying to do the same thing?
Yeah, I think you will do. I think you'll see it at all levels of the game. I think the big clubs will probably realise the commercial value of the esports world. And I think those lower clubs will definitely realise that and understand that the shirt is worth a lot more than maybe they thought. And I'm sure there's lots of brands out there in the minute looking to take advantage of that. And we're really pleased that we've maybe opened the door, not just for ourselves, but for other clubs to take advantage.
Now that you know there's a power with eSport, how did that affect your like decision as a football club owner? Are you going through the eSport route, like not only in football, like going to the eSport?
Yeah, so we had all these people playing with us on FIFA all around the world, and we felt we had to find a way of understanding that value and bringing all those people together so they could interact. So about 6 weeks ago, we were the first club in England to launch our own eSports platform. So it allows people from all over the world to play in free and cash prize tournaments on FIFA. We've just had our first tournament this weekend. We had over 100 players worldwide playing from every area of the globe you can imagine. And that's an area that we're really going to look to try and develop over the next coming sort of 6 to 9 months as we look to grow as an esports brand as well.
Are you going to sign any esport athlete to the club?
So that's something we've discussed. And something that we're looking at. I think for the moment it's about developing the brand and probably understanding the market a little bit more. And then when we're in a position, it's certainly something that we might look to explore, bringing in maybe a professional esports player that can represent the club and this brand and become part of this cult that we've got of being the biggest online club in the world.
Oh, before we had this talk, I went through eBay and I saw a lot of people are selling the jersey. Are you going to do giveaways with the jersey, like signed jerseys and stuff like that, as a additional prices for the esport tournaments?
So the under 18s tournaments that were played this weekend, both of those winners got signed jerseys. And we are about to do something quite exciting with the jerseys in the next 6 months with Burger King. So keep an eye out for that, and there may be a few up for grabs.
Can you tell me, like, before we end this discussion, what is the future like? Where do you see your club going? Like, are you trying to compete, reaching the Premier League, or are you going to focus mostly on the league that you are in and also at eSport? Like, where do you see the club going?
So for us at the minute, obviously with COVID, for us staying in League Two. Being in there at the end of the season is one of our goals, and surviving financially is the second one. I think as we look ahead, it's always been our probably ambition to get into the Championship. We got into League One a few years ago, but for us, we think the Championship is where we'd like to aim to get to. There's a bit of work to be done to get there, but we think that's a realistic goal for the football club.
I really hope that I see this success story transfer also to real life, and I see you guys reach the Premier League, see you succeed in League Two, and then reach like the Premier League. Seeing you signing like big players, not only in the game and in career mode, also in real life. Did any of the actual like big players contact you guys for a jersey? Did they interact with the whole campaign? Did you have any of these stories?
Yeah, we had we worked quite a lot with influencers in the esports world very early. You'll see some of those in the videos, but no, we haven't yet had a Messi or a Salah or anybody come forward and ask for a jersey. But I'm sure if they do, we'd be more than happy to provide them.
Imagine like signing Salah just for that, like just giving him the jersey. That would be amazing.
Well, we got through to the FA Cup third round yesterday, so we got the draw tonight. So you never know, maybe we'll get Liverpool and we can give Salah a jersey after the game.
Finger crossed, man. Finger crossed. Thank you for chatting with us. I'm really happy to talk with you about this whole success story. For a FIFA player, I play FIFA most of my time, and to see the story behind this jersey, the jersey that we saw inside the game that took the game by storm, either in career mode in Ultimate Team, is just something amazing.
No, thank you. It's a great story, and that we hope lots of other clubs can follow, and there'll be many more of these stories developing in the coming years.
Thank you so much.
Brilliant. Thank you.
وأعزائي المشاهدين جميع الجيمرز معنا هنا بدي جي سي. مثل ما شفتوا برجر كينج وستيفنج قصة عجيبة وجميلة. The case study was just fire. Game on. It is happening to all the gamers. It is a hype topic. Burger King and Stevenage. What amazing case study taking place right there. And now, ladies and gentlemen, والآن أعزائي المشاهدين، العلاقة ما بين الجيمرز والجيمن علاقة جدا وطيدة وجدا جميلة. السيكولوجية، القصة، شو اللي يخليك تصير جيمرز مع هذه الألعاب. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the relationship between games and gamers is a beautiful one. The psychology behind it, what really makes gamers so involved in gaming. With us here, ladies and gentlemen, it is with a pride and a proud moment. والآن فخورين أعزائي المشاهدين نقدم لكم من ماش لاب ستوديوز أحمد مشهدي. يلا لنبدأ.